Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the channel. And I hit 50 subscribers recently, so thank you to everybody that is subscribed and that supports the channel. It means a lot, and we're only going to keep growing and getting better from here. Now in this video, I want to talk about the Boondocks and the numerical synchronicities within this show that I found to be interesting. And then, as usual, we're going to determine if this is just pure coincidence or is there a little more orchestration with it. Alright, so let's get started. Now, The Boondocks is an American anime-influenced adult animated sitcom created by Aaron McGruder for Cartoon Network's late-night programming block, Adult Swim. It's based upon his manga-influenced comic strip of the same name. The series premiered on November 6, 2005, and the show focuses on a black American family, the Freemans, setting into the fictional, friendly, and predominantly white suburb of Woodcrest. The perspective offered by this mixture of cultures, lifestyle, social classes, stereotypes, viewpoints, and racialized identities provides for much of the series' satire, comedy, and conflict. Now, this was one of my favorite shows growing up, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you, if not most of you, have heard of this show before. And I always resonated with the show because even when I was smaller, I could see what they were trying to portray because I lived a lot of the experiences in real life timing, so I can relate to the show. Now, Boondocks gives commentary on American politics from a black left-wing perspective. The series accomplishes this by using satire and controversial statements such as opening lines of the series, Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. So even that alone, they're focusing on very, very controversial things that people talk about in real life. And I applaud the creator of this show for not shying away from what we need to question, or like what we need to fix in the communities. But now to get to the numbers, now you can see that Boondocks, or the Boondocks, equals the 131, 193, and 58, and the phrase Jesus is black is the same numbers, and then we have the reflection of 58 with 85. In three ciphers, you can see how it lines up, just like how one of the premises of the show is to depict that Jesus was indeed black. So, and if these numbers line up like this, is it purely a coincidence that it just happens that way, or is it a little bit more planning behind it? So let's move on. Now, this is the creator, Aaron McGruder, and his date of birth is May 29th, 1974, and the release date of the Boondocks was November 6, 2005, so that means he was 31 years old when the first episode aired on Adult Swim, and November 6 happens to be the 310th day of the year. Remember, in numerology, we take away the zero, so we pretty much have 31, just like how he was 31 when this episode came out, the first episode of the Boondocks. Now we're going to talk about the number 58, or the representation 58, because it came out 5 months and 8 days after McGruder's birthday that year in 2005. Just like how the Boondocks equals 58, Huey Freeman, who is the main character of the Boondocks and the narrator, his name equals 58 as well. Adult Swim, the station that Boondocks was on, equals 58 as well. And then one of the premises of the show, black stereotypes, equals 58. Even the date that it was released equals 58. Now, I found this interesting, and it probably doesn't mean too much. This could be, just one of those things where, it just so happens to be like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you know, the Boondocks creator or the Boondocks production team or whoever is affiliated with Skull and Bones, but I can't ignore the numbers, right? So his Aaron McGruder's birthday, the year that the show released, you can see that he was born on the 149th day of the year, and then we also have 41 and 59 date numerology, just like Skull and Bones equals 149, 41, and 59. And we're going to dig deep and talk about this number 59 because the number 59 is very related to African American people, or black people if you want to call, So we're going to talk about it. Now, the following words, slave, Negro, blues, and Rasta, all equal 59. And we all know that these words are correlated with black people. The Boondocks equals 59, right? And what's the premise of the Boondocks? Talking about black stereotypes, right? So the main characters of the show are a black family, so the correlation is still there. And now, Black History Month, right? The last day of Black History Month is the 59th day of the year. And that's not by accident, right? February 28th is 59. Remember these following words, right? This is where this is where it comes from. This is the premise. This is why these are lined up the way they are. Now, what's another premise of the show? Showing that Jesus was black. All right. Now, if you type out Jesus is black, it equals 59 in single reduction as well. So the number 59 is very important, not only to this show, but to black history as a whole. Now, the Boondocks is known for its frequent usage of the word nigga, which has been a source of controversy for the show throughout its tenure. McGruder once said about the word, "I think it makes the show sincere. The word nigga is used so commonly now, not only by myself, but people I know, that I feel it's fake to write around it and not use it." He also said in a 2005 ABC News article, "This isn't the nigga show. I just wish we would expand the dialogue and evolve past the same conversation that we've had over the past 30 years about race in our country." So, like I said in the beginning of this video, it seems that Aaron McGruder was actually sincere about portraying a message to the people about racial issues, why they're still, why things are still the way they are, and how we can change it, or give us some ideas and insight of what we could do in the future to prevent the same things from happening over and over. So I really do think he was for the people. All right. Now, I still got to go over the numbers because the way they line up still, I got to draw attention to it because it's interesting. All right. So now if we take Aaron McGruder, his first and last name, we get 213, just like nigga equals 213. And what is Boondocks known for? The usage of the word nigga. Literally every character in the show says nigga. It's used so much. So I don't think that's a coincidence that it even lines up with the creator of the show, right? Now, this is another character that was one of the main antagonists of the show. His name is Colonel H. Stinkmeaner, and he's described as one of the evilest human beings to ever walk the earth. He is sadistic, nihilistic, and overall horrible to everyone he meets. He enjoys the pain and anguish of other people. He claims to hate everyone in general, especially black people, but in truth, he simply loves being evil and hates anything even remotely innocent and peaceful. Robert Freeman ends up killing Stinkmeaner in a fight outside of the mall after a confrontation over a parking space. And Robert Freeman is the grandfather, right? He's Huey Freeman's grandfather and Riley Freeman's grandfather. Now you take Colonel H. Stinkmeaner. Again, we have that 213. Just like how he's racist, racism equals 213, and then he ended up dying. which equals 213 as well. So a show based around racism, right? And racial issues, racial stereotypes, and it lines up with the creator, and it lines up with the whole premise of the show. So again, is this just another situation of mere coincidence, or is this show more orchestrated and the numbers line up like this for a bigger reason, a bigger purpose? And why did it get canceled from Adult Swim? I mean, part of it is because Magruder decided to stop producing it, but why did he decide to stop? Was it too real? Too real for TV? You guys let me know. But that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and peace out.